perimeter defense and then hustle back and get in on the boards for the defensive rebound. But they got to do it tonight.
All right, Dwight Howard appears to be ready. The Celtics crowd is definitely ready. Tony Brothers, Eddie F. Rush, Pat Frayer are the officials for tonight's game. Remarkable record, 13-4 on the road for Orlando. To have 13 road wins before Christmas is really quite a feat in the NBA. Rondo's going to pick up Nelson, and of course it will be Perk, and I'd like to see Howard stay out there for the rest of the night. Turkoglu, little floater, no. There's Howard, and he gets fouled. Garnett quickly with the hand in the air.
Well, that's what you don't want to do with allow Turkoglu to head to the hoop and then have to adjust your defense. And watch, Perk loses that guy right there, and that's you cannot. You've got to absolutely take yourself out of the rebound action and first go out and get him, block him out, and rely on your teammates to get the board.
Howard really struggles at the free throw line, and before this young man truly attains greatness, he's going to have to figure that problem out.
Well, what he has done is truly remarkable. I didn't think he would develop this quickly. His offensive game last year, he was virtually a one dribble guy, and now he's turned into a little bit more than that. In fact, considerably more than that. And he's got a little range to his game too.
He is, however, the second worst active player in the NBA in terms of free throw percentage. Pierce can't knock it down, and Rashard Lewis comes up with a miss, gets it to Bogut. Nelson pretty much had his way with Rondo times in that game down in Orlando. I know Rondo's looked at a lot of footage since then. Tipped by Garnett ahead to Rajon. Back to KG. Matchup with Lewis. Howard doesn't come on the double team. KG has it slapped away, keeps it alive, and gets two.
And he got fouled too.
Howard just put a pick on Rondo, who's seeing stars at the moment.
Well,
let's take a look at our Subaru key matchup of the night. And again, Turkoglu really gave the Celtics problems down to Orlando, especially from beyond the arc. 16 points on 7 of 13 shooting and 6 rebounds. Matched up with Paul Pierce. We'll see how they fare this evening. Knocked away by Rondo from behind. Allen gets it ahead to him. Pierce open for two.
A nice defensive play by Rondo. Knocked it away.
Nelson down low for two. What's that guy doing down low? Pierce finds Perk alone going to the basket. Nice up fake, and then Howard got him from behind and was able to knock it out of bounds. It's going to stay Boston ball.
Take a look at this nice defensive play by Rondo. Right from behind, knocks it away. Off they go. Well, they're calling fouls against the Celtics, and Perk got whacked going for that shot.
Garnett, two.
All night long over Lewis. Lewis is not going to go up and challenge on the outside. 18-foot shots. Garnett can get all night.
Lewis has that range and knocks down a three. He will take that all night long.
You got to pick and pop. You got to watch it.
Second most attempts and second in made. So expect that ball to go up a lot from beyond the arc. Ray Allen beats his man baseline for two, right around Bogans. Bogans, in his defense, has had some knee problems, but refuses to sit down, but may not be the defender he was in the past. Defenders hard to find in that blue uniform. Turkoglu and Pierce will be whistled for the foul.
I got to tell you, this game immediately, we were what, not quite 3 minutes into the game, and there's different looks at both ends of the floor on what's a foul. Take a look at the Ray Allen drive on Bogans. Just drops it and takes the big first step and easily gets to the rim.
Turkoglu gets a kind roll.
Well, Pierce is out on Turkoglu, and Turkoglu is going to head to the hoop against him. Now, what is that? The first down, Pierce?
Yes.
They're going to try and work Pierce with Turkoglu.
Boston by 1 and the ball. 3 minutes gone here, first quarter. Pierce, good look inside. Garnett turns, gives to Perkins, and Perk put the ball on the floor, dribbled it off a sneaker out of bounds.
Well, he didn't really have much of a chance to shoot it. Garnett should have taken the shot.
Lewis gets free on the baseline. This is an easy one. Garnett throws it to Rondo. And that's for a much better look than that. Pierce gets a screen from Garnett. Garnett wants it on Turkoglu now on the switch. Spins in the lane. Back out to Pierce. Fakes the three. Lays it down to Perk to Rondo. The floater for two. Very unselfish play there. And Rondo knocks down about an 8-footer. Perkins is really leaning on Howard. And Garnett is there with him. Bogan misses the three, and Garnett great inside position there for the rebound.
Great outlet pass that time.
Third rebound for Garnett in the early going. Good catch by Ray Allen in the corner. Bogan's able to stay in touch with him. And now Ray gets his pocket picked by Nelson, and Nelson gets tripped on the other end by Rondo.
Well, let's see. Ray just dribbles it off his foot. And picked it up. He never shot the ball.
Nelson's at the line for two.
What's the free throws now?
It's too early to look at.
No, I want to know.
5-zip.
Right. And it's going to get worse because these guys are not calling it the same way at both ends of the floor. Bogus.
Celtics by 1. Pierce open, misses the three. Bogans clears it. Quickly up to Turkoglu. Howard does a real good job running the floor. Takes it in the paint, kicks it to the corner. Lewis, no, rebound Rondo. Gets it over to Pierce. Turkoglu back defensively. In fact, all the Magic are back. Rondo to the pocket.
Yeah, he can blow right by Nelson. Nelson's going to wave at him. That's the way to beat this defense. Get right in the middle of it.
Quick feet on the part of Garnett. And with 16 on the shot clock, it'll be side out for Orlando.
Take a look at Rondo. They go and they make a run at Rondo, but much too late. Showed him a way to get to the rim. So they are totally gambling off of Rondo to help. And Rondo right now is taking advantage of it.
Nice hands on the part of Pierce. Outlet to Rondo. Able to keep it alive. Orlando, though, is doing a very good job. They listened to their coach after the game that night. They're really getting back quickly on defense. Pierce, same spot. Misses again. And a foul is going to go on Rashard Lewis, I believe.
Orlando foul is on number 9. Rashard Lewis, his first team foul.
Well, watch the block out at right of your screen. And there's the push off by and Doc is livid with the one guy that should have called it that was looking.
Pierce will inbound just to our right. Celtics with a fresh 24 on the shot clock and rapidly approaching the halfway mark of this first quarter. Not a good effort. Oh, a good play by Garnett. That was a heck of an effort again by Garnett. And Garnett hustling for the loose ball.
Tommy point. They took away a layup twice. Watch this. Blocks that and tips it. Blocks this one. And they're going for the potential save.
Turkoglu, though, very quickly buries a three, and we're tied at 12.
Yeah, that's the guy you really got to get up on. I mean, take your man out of your defense. And
Pierce kicks it to Garnett. He'll take it and make it. Garnett is 3 for 3 from the floor, and Boston goes back up 2 here, a little more than halfway through the first quarter. Celtics shooting 63%. The Magic just 30%. Howard, now that is definitely out of his range.
well, he made one, a couple of them the other night when we played him.
Nice job by Rondo going right to the rack.
Keep going to the hoop. Nelson will be out of there.
Look at Garnett.
I thought he was looking for a contact.
He's a character, that kid. And that's going to get us a timeout. 5 minutes, 16 seconds left to go. We are in the first quarter, and the Celtics have got a 16-12 lead.
TD Banker with Garden. Celtics with a 16-12 lead over the Orlando Magic. Following their loss on Friday night to Utah, Coach Stan Van Gundy really laid into his club. Here's just a sampling of what he had to say.
We had a team-wide effort of guys getting their ass kicked, and we have a lot of guys right now that are okay with that as long as they get their numbers. So it's probably going to continue and until we get some guys who want to win.
Van Gundy wasn't backing down here at the Garden today. He admitted, I actually stayed pretty calm. He just said, listen, I told them the truth. They saw it on film at practice yesterday. They may not have liked it. They may not have liked being called out, but it was the truth. How did some of the players react? We'll tell you what Rashard Lewis, Dwight Howard, and others had to say a little bit later on, guys.
Well, I'm going to say one thing. You got something to say, Mike?
Now go right ahead.
No. That is the forerunner of the players calling him out. That is something I really shake my head over what coaches do by calling their players out. When they're playing good basketball and they're trying to find themselves, they start losing a few more games. That's going to be the coach's fault.
16-13, Boston's lead at 3 right now. And Howard once again at the free throw line where he's 1 for 3. Garnett comes away with it. A lot of opportunities for rebounds when the Magic are at the line. Burke left by himself. Ray Allen from the corner.
Nice play out of the timeout. Work to get Ray Allen a shot.
Celtics shooting 70% here. Ray Allen's 2 for 2. Rondo's 3 for 3. Garnett is 3 for 3. Pierce, the only one struggling a bit. He's 1 for 4. Howard across the lane, throws the hook shot down. That's going to be very difficult to stop.
Well, you hear me talking about 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Perk tried to get him out of there the last play and got called for a foul.
Celtics go inside to Garnett, and Garnett goes over Howard. Pierce may not be shooting it well, but he's got 3 assists. going for the defense, and a turnover in the corner as Bogans steps out of bounds. Keon Dooling is going to come into the game, and Bogans will sit down with 4 minutes to go here first quarter.
Well, it's a nice pass by Pierce right over the top of Garnett's defender, and there's the help guy who never really got involved.
Garnett rolls to the basket, gets it back, finds Perkins. Celtics a 14-4 advantage in terms of points in the paint. And Orlando wants a timeout. Boston has opened up their largest lead with 3:38 to go in the first. You're watching the South on Comcast Sportsnet. We are back in a 7-point game with a little over 3:30 to go in the first quarter. Modell Sporting Goods, the official sporting goods store of the Boston Celtics, is offering you the chance of a lifetime to be an honorary Celtic ball kid for a game. The experience includes an autographed Celtic basketball, assisting NBA players during warm-ups, a Celtics Modell's t-shirt, 2 premium tickets to the game for additional guests. Now stop by your local Modell Sporting Goods store today and enter for your chance to win this great experience, which will take place on January 2nd in the game against Houston. You must be between the ages of 12 and 18 to qualify.
Well, take a look at Garnett, who's really just been sensational here in this first quarter. And loses the ball momentarily there, gets it back, and then up over the top. And he is 4 for 4 from the field, and he is abusing Lewis. And this is a big one as he slams it through. And watch this good assist right here to Purdy. Well done.
Celtics on a 10-3 run since Orlando tied the game at 12. There are the numbers for Kevin Garnett so far. Boston shooting 73% in the first 8+ minutes. Orlando 53%. Triple loop. Double teamed by Pierce and Perkins. Lewis over the top, no, and the rebound comes to Garnett. Nice outlet pass to Allen. KG already with 5 rebounds in the game. Rondo wanted to go over the top to Garnett, and a foul is called on Turkoglu.
Well, that's their second foul.
Second team foul.
Let's take a look at tonight's injury report, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts. And the Celtics continue to be healthy. Tony Batsi, I talked to him downstairs. He's continuing to rehab. Wanted to send his best to you and Helen.
Yeah,
And
well, he's a great guy.
he will be with the team, he thinks, before too long. Skip pass to Pierce. And to do that, to beat the shot clock. And Pierce now 1 for 5. Turkoglu. That's a push on Lewis. Second foul on Lewis, and it comes in the rebounding action, as did the first. So Lewis, the only player in the game with 2 fouls. There's a look at Tony. Looking very dapper down there. James Posey into the game for Boston, and Kevin Garnett will get the first rest.
And Augustine is in. And Augustine is a really all-purpose player. I don't think he's a great scorer, but he knows how to play the game. He played reasonably well down there in Orlando.
Ray Allen gets himself free in the corner and knocks it down.
Well, they're playing so hard to keep the ball away from Pierce. Pierce had a pick, and Turkoglu's the guy that really picked off Ray's man.
Garnett, Allen, and Rondo are all perfect so far in the night. They haven't missed a shot. They're a combined 10 for 10. And there's the team shooting at 71%. Pierce at 1 for 5. Really messing things up. Posey goes inside to Perk. Faces up. Has it knocked away, out of bounds. It'll stay Boston ball. Into the game, Evans. Out of the game, Augustine. With a very brief stay for James.
I'd say right now that Doc is in pleading mode for some Celtic to get to the free throw line.
Rondo. will get to the free throw line. Nelson thought he had a lot of ball.
Orlando foul is on number 14, Jameer Nelson. His first personal.
That is the first in the last 2 minutes. And so Rondo will take the first 2 free throw attempts for the Celtics tonight, leading 24-19. Rondo with that big game down in Orlando where he went 8 of 9 from the field. A reminder, tonight's Celtic game brought to you by Legal Seafoods. Remember, if it isn't fresh, it isn't legal. One for 2 for Rondo. Tony Allen's going to be coming in a moment. KG always working even when he's on the bench. Magic will pass up the layup for those attempts right there.
Maurice Evans for 3.
That ends a 7-0 Boston run. Maurice Evans knocking down a 3 as soon as he comes into the game, and the lead is down to 7. Evans is going to attempt to defend Pierce, who beats him off the dribble, and then it's knocked off Pierce out of bounds.
Orlando ball.
That is the 4th Boston turnover as Tony Allen checks in, and Ray Allen 3 for 3 from the field, 1 for 2 at the line, 7 points and 3 assists. Oh, excuse me, I'm reading the Rondo one. 6 points, 3 for 3 shooting for Ray.
I'd like to see Pierce use the picks against this guy Evans and just take 15-foot jumpers.
Nice steal by Rondo and company. Turkoglu back, Pierce. Nicely done.
And that's the way to get your offense going. A hustle play by both Rondo and Pierce. Now Pierce is really trying to play terrific defense against Turkoglu.
Turkoglu gets to the basket, lays it down to Howard, and Howard is going to have to earn him at the line as Rajon Rondo grabs him by the arm.
Take a look at this good steal by Rondo. Right there, they're going to double. And the last time the Celtics played, they never went down and doubled him. And this is just a terrific move by Rondo to get it to Pierce, who was already on the go and had an angle.
Howard misses that first. Here comes Eddie House into the game. If you go back the last 4 years in the NBA and look for the most rebounds by any player, you can see Howard gets to the line a lot, almost 12 times. For all intent purposes, makes 7. Kevin Garnett and Dwight Howard are number 1 and number 2 over the last 4 years in terms of most rebounds. So far tonight, Garnett on the bench with 5, and Howard has 3. Dueling now, defending Eddie House. Posey, who was hot from deep the other night. Pierce goes baseline, back outside Tony Allen. Dueling runs at him. Tony crosses over in the lane. Rejected by Howard. Picked off. Pierce has to shoot it. And Howard comes up with a rebound and outlets at the half course to Bogans, who's back in. Here you can see the Orlando offense, even though they're running down the clock to get the last shot. This is how they do it. They spread the floor. 4 guys potentially beyond the 3-point arc. Dueling finds one of them. And there you go. That's how they play. Worked pretty well right there. And Eddie House is going to get a chance to get a shot off here. Gets it up to Posey, who takes it. And the Boston lead is going to be 6 at the end of 1. 2 of the better teams in the East going at it. Last home game for the Celtics in 2007. We head to the West Coast next week, but we got 3 quarters of basketball left tonight. 27-21 after 1, Boston. Welcome back to the city of Boston, the TD Bank North Garden to be specific, looking at the entrance to North Station right across the street. And we are inside 27-21 on a mild winter evening as we start this second quarter. Mike Gorman, Tom Heinsohn, and Greg Dickerson on hand. Let's take a look at tonight's quarter stats. They're brought to you by aceticket.com. Boston's best seats. You want the best seats for any event in Boston, concert, theater, you name it. Call aceticket.com at 1-800-MY-SEATS.
For the Celtics, number 66.
62% shooting. Haven't made a 3 yet. Boston's actually 13 of 17 shooting 2-point field goals. Pierce wants to post up Evans, and he's called for travel.
Traveling violation, Orlando ball.
It is Dooling, Evans, Bogans, Foyle, and Lewis out there. Celtics have Posey, House, Allen, Pierce, and Howard. Lewis deep. Three.
They play that pick and pop game, and if Lewis sets the pick, you guarantee he's not rolling. He's popping.
Pierce trying to go one-on-one baseline, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Evans.
Foul was on number 1, Maurice Evans. His first personal.
As the first on Evans.
Take a look at the pick and pop play. Eddie gets caught on the top, and they have to go down and honor the penetration. And that leaves Lewis wide open.
Celtics continue to put it in Pierce's hands. Gives it up to Posey. He'll take the three. Rebound knocked away by Donald Foyle out of bounds. So they're going to... the outside official came in to point the other way, but the inside official, Eddie F. Rush, would not hear of it. Said, I got that play, and it's Orlando ball. Dooling. He's called for travel. Turnovers are even in the game now at 5 apiece. Personal fouls 6 on Boston, 5 on Orlando. Tony Allen.
Yeah, and Bogans has got him. That first step of Allen that he got back is going to enable him to blow right by Bogans.
Dooling, little fade off of Nolan. Knocks that down. It's a more difficult shot than it looks to be. 29-26, the Orlando Magic right there, down 3.
He's always come in and hurt the Celtics.
And he has. He's a player of the Celtics, I think, have looked at a couple times. Pierce, a strong drive to the basket, going to get himself to the free throw line.
Well, Pierce, there is the move, and
That is his first personal.
that's a good move on the catch. Watch Tony Allen. Bogans is up on him, and he can't stay with him. I mean, Bogans, with his lateral movement diminished, had no shot.
Pierce makes the first. Van Gundy doing a lot of teaching on the bench with a lot of the starters right there, at least Nelson and Howard right in front of him. Numbers for Paul Pierce this season, down to 20.5 points a game, 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Makes both his free throws here tonight. Gets to the line an average of 11 times a game against Orlando, so he's got no points. Posey aggressively right underneath Lewis. Dooling in the paint, knocked away. Tony Allen's got it. Tony to the basket. Could have given it to James Posey either way. Boston was going to get 2, and they stretch it back out to 7, and now Stan Van Gundy is up and wants a timeout. Also wants a piece of Pat Frayer, the official. We've got timeouts. 9:40 to go in the half. Celtics lead at 33-26.
Today, your identity is at greater risk than ever before. You can't prevent thieves from poking around your identity, but you can stop them before they use it. Early detection is your best protection, and Identity Truth is the earliest. Check out IdentityTruth.com today with a truly free 90-day trial offer. Visit IdentityTruth.com today.
We are back, 33-26, 9:40 to go here in the half. TD Bank North and the Boston Celtics would like to welcome the North High boys basketball team from Worcester, Massachusetts as the TD Bank North Kids Clubhouse guest for tonight's game. TD Bank North going above and beyond for kids in all our communities. Transportation provided, limos by Liz. Let's check in with Greg.
Mike, more from Stan Van Gundy following their loss to Utah on Friday night. He also said we're a soft team. We're frightened of contact. I talked to Dwight Howard before the game, and Dwight said, I don't think we're soft at all. As a matter of fact, I think we are a tough team. But I found it interesting that he also said to me, listen, guys don't want to foul out. They want to be able to stay on the floor. So with those comments, I thought, well, maybe Stan Van Gundy does have a point about his team. One thing Rashard Lewis said to me, too, was, listen, we just haven't been playing defense. He agreed we haven't been physical enough with teams. We've been spending too much time worried about our offensive game.
Stan Van Gundy right there on the left at one time roamed the sidelines as a head coach at UMass Lowell. Comes from the Van Gundy coaching family. Well, the Celtics can't make one from beyond the arc, but they are awful tough inside. 15 of 19. Just the opposite. The Magic shoot it better from beyond the arc than they do inside the arc.
Well, I tell you, Van Gundy got his money's worth. He didn't even get a technical foul. It was like a 7-minute conversation there with the official brothers.
Dooling found himself open, missed the shot. Posey clears it. Posey's out there with Piercehouse, Allen, and Pollard. Allen nearly lost it in the lane. Pierce did. Foyle came away with it.
Yeah, Pierce had the shot, the pull-up shot.
And it's an offensive foul on Dooling. Nice job by James Posey to take the charge.
That's a Tommy point right there. Taking charges, automatic Tommy point. Watch this. Off he goes.
On the Celtics, number 20, Ray Allen replaces Paul Pierce.
Ray Allen into the game. Paul Pierce out. Pierce sits down 2 for 7, 6 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Posey thought about it. Takes it to the basket, rejected by Foyle, and out of bounds off Posey. Doc believes that the ADF Rush is having trouble seeing at that particular end of the floor, right in that spot.
I think I mentioned that earlier in the broadcast.
Pollard, nice play. 2 blocks on 1 play. Still Orlando ball with 6 seconds to go. On the shot clock, 8:30 to go in the half. Boston up 33-26. Dooley. Ray Allen with the miss. Pollard comes out. It's an effective screen. Ray Allen gets it back to Scott. Roll into the basket, and he will get to the free throw line.
Nice play by Ray and good hands by Pollard. Pollard's not popping. He's rolling. Look at him rolling to the hoop there. Nice play.
Personal third team foul. Scott Pollard on the line, shooting 2.
Numbers for Scott on the season. This is his first free throw attempt since my birthday. It's true. 24th of November. Tonight's bonus code is brought to you by IdentityTruth.com. Early detection is your best protection against identity theft. IdentityTruth.com. 2nd and 2 now for the big guy as the Celtics get the lead back to 8. Goes 1 and 2. Foyle stays out there. I'm not sure if a message is being sent to Dwight Howard here or not. So the Stan Van Gundy being upset with the officials hasn't helped there. Now 8 fouls have been called on Orlando and only 6 on Boston. Evans, a little runner on the baseline. Kevin Garnett is coming back in here in a moment. Ray Allen right off the catch now. Bogan's the good inside position. Here comes Nelson, who's back on the floor. Turkoglu is also back out. Bogan's 3.
Well, all these teams have that straight-in guy that can, once they get a clean look, they're burying threes.
Yeah, Doc is not happy with the defending beyond the arc. 6 of 11 shooting right now from Orlando from downtown, and it's got the back to within 3, a one-possession game with 7:28 to go in the half.
Hey, I'm Doc Rivers, and happy holidays to all the Celtic fans, Patriot fans, and the Red Sox fans.
Happy holidays to everybody out there from all of us here at Comcast Sports Net. And Celtic fans looking to secure tickets to sold-out games this year, discounts on the hottest Celtic merchandise, and maybe the opportunity to purchase playoff tickets. Well, now is your chance to join Club Green, the new official fan membership club of the Boston Celtics. You'll receive these great benefits and a whole lot more if you join. To find out about the 2 club levels, visit Celtics.com or call 866-GO-CELTICS and get your Club Green membership today. Let's check in with Greg.
Mike, you guys mentioned defending the threes. Doc also on that last time out talking about transition defense, and you guys got to get back and match up better. You got to do a little bit more talking in transition defense. He also added energy was absolutely great to begin the game, and all of a sudden you guys have lost it the last couple of minutes.
All right, we'll see if they can get it back as we head down the stretch here in the first half. Great start for Orlando shooting the 3. It was the 3-point field goal that beat the Celtics here the other night on the part of the Pistons. Eddie House can't answer. Howard back in the game, comes away with the rebound. Bogans goes inside. Howard over Garnett.
Well, that's what they do, and if you let him get that position down low, he's going to go right over the top of you.
Let's go right back at Garnett. Garnett to Tony Allen. Nice body control. Goes back and gets it, then got stripped by Nelson under the basket. Orlando on a 6-0 run here to get within one. They go back to Howard again. Looking for a cutter. Goes across the lane. Stripped. Lucky bounce. Back his way. Loses it on the way up. And that's going to be Boston ball.
I want to say a special hello to Nola, Luke, and Kenny Hopkins. I'm giving them all Tommy points.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
That's it. All
That's
right,
it.
then. All right.
Special.
Okay. We can play again now. Pat Frayer was holding up the action there
Yep.
while you did that, but now we can play.
Good.
Ray Allen trying to get free coming through on the baseline. They get it to him. Gets into the paint. Pulls up. Does not get the bounce. Out of bounds, and it's Boston ball. Augustine, who had a brief appearance in the first quarter, is back in here in the second. And Evans sits down. Evans 2 for 2 while he was out there, 5 points. Burke. Inside to Perkins now. He's got Howard defending. Garnett goes back into Perk. Still plenty of time. 10 in the shot clock. Perk short with the hook, and Howard's got it. 6 rebounds in the game for Howard. Turkaloo. He's going to get to the free throw line. He's a tough offensive player, this kid. Tony Allen picks up that foul.
Well, they're taking away his outside shot by playing on the right side. And this kid can drive to his left. And once he starts going, he never pulls up. So he's going all the way. And this is the guy made for somebody stepping in and taking charges.
Seven 0 Orlando run down. Turkaloo perfect at the free throw line. Second in the NBA, this team is at getting to the free throw line. Not unusual what we're seeing here tonight.
Well, one of the reasons why they get some drives like Turkaloo is because everybody's on the perimeter, staying with the three-point shooters. The guys staying with Howard. So if there's a gap.
Garnett with the extra pass inside to Perk, who's going to get to the free throw line. Foul. It's on the lidless guy, Jameer Nelson.
Well, there it goes inside. 2 guys. Goes to Perk, and there's the bang from Nelson.
Augustine had him by the shirt, though. Allen gets it right back. blocking foul called on Bogans.
Orlando fouls on number 10.
Gets Stan Van Gundy up off his bench. Thought better of it. He got to about half court with that kind of snarl on his face, and then just turned around and went back.
Well, he does have a snarl.
Yeah, he does. He's got a good one. Ray Allen will be at the line for 2. Ray, his first attempts of the night.
He's not going to be the Grinch that stole Christmas, is he?
Not in this building, I don't think. I don't think so. I don't have that feeling tonight.
With that snarl?
Game tied at 35. He just had an idea. Ray makes them both. Boston by 1 here. 5.5 to go first half. And the Celtics, in the presence of Rondo and Garnett, extend their pressure. Now Pierce comes up to help out. A lot of good talk around the league right now about the defense that Paul Pierce is playing. A lot of the advanced scouts that come in leaving very, very impressed with the defensive effort by number 34. Augustine trying to show his range, can't, and Perkins tips it to Ray Allen. Nelson slows him down.
Yeah, and Allen's going to try and work on him.
Ray gets into the paint. Left-hand finger roll will get him back to the free throw line again.
Orlando fouls on number 14. Jameer
So that's 3 on Jameer Nelson now.
Well, here's the drive. As he comes off the pick, Nelson is left in the dust, and there's the reach in by Augustine.
Oh, foul on Nelson.
Yeah. And he got him before he picked the ball up then. But Howard was laying in reach to block that shot. And as soon as Howard shows up for shot blocking, you got to get that ball to whoever he's defending, which at this particular point was Garnett.
Ray, the first in double figures for the Celtics. He's got 10. Turkoglu has 10 on the other side, and Boston has the lead back by 3 after this little run by Orlando. Turkoglu will bring it up. Now we'll give it up to Doom. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Howard. Foul is going to be called on Perkins.
Celtics fouls on number 43. Kendrick Perkins.
Well, here's how they're playing Howard. They're dropping the guy down in there. He gets to the middle right there and took a lefty, and they bailed him out. I don't know. Did Perk get him?
Apparently they thought so.
Oh, come on.
Howard has,
Come on. I don't want a politically correct answer there.
Howard has missed 138 free throws already this year, and to give you an idea of how big a number that is, only Paul Pierce on the Celtics has taken that many free throws. Pierce with 168 taken this year, and Howard with 138 missed. The rebound, though, comes long to Bogans. 38-36, Boston by 2. Back into Howard again. Back across the lane. Rebound. Pierce had it for a moment. Augustine tracks it down. A third attempt here for the Magic. Kicked out of bounds. They'll take it in with 22 seconds on the shot clock, trailing by 2. Howard again across the lane. Picked off by Rondo. Loose ball, though, comes to Dooling. Dooling along the baseline, and Garnett chases him to the corner. Turkoglu, no. Rebound in traffic by Perk. Nice outlet pass to Pierce. 5th rebound for Perkins. And a foul is called on Kevin Garnett trying to get position.
I got to tell you, these guys are atrocious today. Particularly that guy that made the call. Now they're going to call a technical. And remember, Van Gundy up the other end was a 7-minute dissertation, and nobody called a technical on Van Gundy. What is going on here? There was no foul.
Dooling knocks down the technical, and so now it will be Orlando ball, trailing by 1, 38-37 with 4:06 to play in the first half. Celtics have turned it over 10 times in the half to 8 for Orlando. Shot clock. 5 on the shot clock. Good play by Dooling. Not very good defense there by the Celtics. 39-38 Magic. Rondo. Inside Perkins. Wants to go on Howard, comes back the other way. The hook, no. Rebound Howard. Bogans the other way. Bogans loose underneath. Turkaloo comes away with it, turns, faces the basket, wanted to shoot it. Now goes to Howard. Howard across the lane with the left hand, no less. 41-38, Orlando by 3. 6-0 run by the Magic. A game of runs here, and the Magic have the latest one and have the lead with 3 minutes in the half. Garnett can't bank it home. Howard comes away with it. Turkaloo pulls up. Nope. Rondo and Pierce with the rebound. Pierce will get to the line, and we'll get ourselves a timeout. 2 minutes, 28 seconds left to go. First half here in Boston. Pierce at the line. When we get back, Celtics trail by 3 on Comcast Sportsnet.
This is Clifford Ray, and we'd like to say happy holidays from the Boston Celtics to all the people out in Boston and all our many fans. Thank you very much for all your participation.
And happy holidays from all of us here at Comcast Sportsnet to join the Celtic family, and wishing you that. 41-38, 2:28 to go here in the half. Celtics just 2 of 11 in this quarter. Hey, you want to win $77,777 by watching the Celtics from your couch? Log on to ComcastSportsnet.com and enter Foxwoods Take a Shot from home. Each game at the Garden, one viewer will be teamed with the Foxwoods Take a Shot contestant. If they hit a 3, you both win $7,777. If they then sink one from half court, you both take home a total of $77,777. Log on to ComcastSportsnet.com today and find out how you can play.
Take a look at Dwight Howard. Once he gets going across the middle, he's a load, and there's Perk. And there's the left-hand hook. Howard, they have contained him. They had him guessing. He's 3 for 7 from the field, 8 rebounds, and he's got to the line 8 times.
Tony Allen, the only Celtic with a field goal here in the second quarter, and we only have 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in it. Numbers for Paul against the Bulls on Friday night. That was never a contest. The Bulls never got closer than 14 from the 8-minute mark in the first half on. That was just never close. I don't know what's going on in there in Chicago, but it's not going very well. Pierce makes them both. 1-point game. Rondo defending Dooley. Perkins leaning on Howard, who comes out to set a screen. Now, Burke does a good job getting back to him. 8 on the shot clock. Not much happening inside Augustine. Outside Dooling. Dooling tipped away on the baseline. Loose on the floor. And it's a 24-second violation. It's going to come back Boston's way.
Well, they moved beautifully on defense on the pick and roll. And then they covered up the drive. They covered up the roll portion. They really had Dooling wondering where the next pass should go.
Boston a chance to re-grab the lead here with under 2 minutes to go in the half. Inside to Garnett, 10 on the shot clock. Garnett faces up on Augustine, over the top of him for 2. Garnett in double figures now. He's 5 of 6 from the floor. Boston goes back up 1. Dooling's floater does not go. Another rebound for KG. Pierce knocks down the short jumper.
I'll tell you, that's the shot that's there all night long for Paul Pierce. Coming off the pick, they're not really getting over the pick, his defender, particularly Turkoglu. And they're not jumping out to stop him.
Augustine defended by Garnett, pulled down by Perkins. Final minute here. Boston now trying to extend what is a 3-point lead over to Garnett. Takes a bump from Augustine, skips it to Ray Allen in the corner. Bogan's trying to get to him or make that Evans. Garnett out to set a screen, set a very tough pick there. Pierce spins, 2 on the clock. Got it. 8-0 Boston run to take a 46-41 lead. 6 of the 8 coming from Pierce. Inside Augustine. What they're thinking there, going to Augustine with Garnett lurking in the reach. Turkoglu is going to get to the free throw line.
Celtics foul is on number 34.
Paul Pierce picks up the foul. That's the second on Pierce.
Here's the drive on Pierce.
Don't forget to stick around for the McDonald's halftime report. Greg and Donnie will be standing by. We'll have a breakdown of everything going on in the first half and a preview of our West Coast trip, which begins the night after Christmas in Sacramento. Then we go to Seattle and Utah to play the Jazz, who are very, very tough at home. And then Kobe and the Lakers. Fourth poorest in the league, so you can put them on the line. They get there a lot, as we showed you earlier, but then that'll cost them come playoff time, that's for sure.
Well, that key player that they want to go to is a go-to guy, not a good free throw shooter, and much like Shaquille O'Neal, they'll end up a Shaq, a hack, hack a Shaq, end up punch a Howard or something.
Rondo taking the clock down. Rondo, Ray Allen, back to Rondo, Rajon, yes! Knocks down a 3. Nicely done by Ray Allen, attracting the defense. Finds Rajon Rondo, and the kid is 4 for 4 here in the first half, and he's got 10 points. Let's check in with Greg.
Great run at the end of this half, Ray. What was the difference from the time that Orlando took their first lead?
It's hard to put a finger on it right now, but I think that offensively we weren't really getting anything. We weren't executing, and transition, they're getting a little too much. We got to get back.
All right, Ray. We'll see you in the second half.
Yep.
Told you one. I'm not going to keep you long. You got stuff to do. It's Ray Allen. The pass to Rajon Rondo gets him the 3. Ray Allen in double digits, as are Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce. McDonald's halftime report straight ahead. Donnie and I here at the Garden. Celtics leading the Magic by 7. You're watching Celtics basketball on Comcast Sportsnet.
Tonight's AAA first half replay is brought to you by AAA Financial Services, your trusted resource for mortgages. Apply online at AAA.com. The Celtics have got themselves a 49-42 lead. They finished off the first half with a 10-1 run. But before we get to the Celtic game, you know who is sitting out there somewhere right now watching this game?
Jamie Young.
That's right.
And we are going to give him a big Tommy point because he just pushed himself away from the table.
That's right.
To watch this game.
Jamie Young is the advanced scout for the Celtics. We never get to see him anymore. We want to wish him a Merry Christmas and his family a Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
Too. All right, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, the first half, I thought the Celtics controlled the game until the bench got in, and then things kind of broke down. They went from a attack team to a slowdown team without Rondo being in.
Bogan's defending Ray Allen. Lewis trying to stay with Garnett. That's where Ray wanted to go with the ball. Goes to the lane instead. Kicks it out to Pierce. We got a foul. It's going to call on Turkoglu. Let's check in with Greg and see what was going on in the locker room.
All right, Mike, too many free throws. That was one of the stories coming out of the locker room. 17 for the Magic in the first half. Tom Thibodeau saying too many reaching, too many grabs, and that caused so many attempts for Orlando. On the offensive end, search out Kevin Garnett more. He said, you know, 3-point shots when we get it in the paint and kick it out, play the inside-out game, that's fine. But when we just pull the ball over half court and start shooting threes, that's not what we want.
Rondo misses about a 15-footer taken down by Turkoglu. Here comes Nelson. Howard gets his first touch and turns it over as he tries to give it to Bogan's on the cut. And Kevin Garnett runs the floor, and Ray Allen finds him.
Oh, that's the easiest two. That's great stuff. Came up with a deflection, then the steal, then they look up. People running, easy basket.
Turkoglu for two. He's a very good offensive player. 13 points, leads all Orlando scorers here tonight. Boston's lead is 7. Again, down low to Garnett, gives it up to Burke this time, and Burke gets two.
And Turkoglu didn't want to reach in and foul him.
Thibodeau loves it when the defense is in front of him. And there's Rondo with his patented fastball from out of bounds. It goes off Howard, picked off by Allen, back to Rajon.
That was a Tommy point.
Inside Garnett, falls away, nails it.
Yeah, get it in there before the defense gets organized. Good hard run by Garnett, got him in that position against Turkoglu.
Celtics coming out in the third quarter. And they're on a 17-3 run. Boston out of the locker room has been untouchable here at home. They match their largest lead of 11. We are back, and all of us here at Comcast Sportsnet wish you and yours a happy and safe holiday. Celtics are up by 11 with 10 minutes to go here in the third. Show your Celtic pride on your ride this season by getting a specialty Boston Celtics license plate today. The first 1,500 applicants will receive a limited edition Kevin Garnett t-shirt and will be entered to win courtside seats. Now pick up your application at the ticket sales kiosk behind Section 4 and help us raise money for Children's Hospital here in Boston. Let's take a look at the Speedy Oil Change of the game. It's brought to you by Speedy Oil Change and Tune Up Your Certified Auto Service Center. KG, here he comes.
Yeah, and really just good defense once again. That leads to easy offense. And here's another great pass, and here's a save by Rondo that really was spectacular. And hard fastball that goes into Garnett on the mismatch. Turkoglu just waves at him. So big start here in the start of the third quarter.
And performance by Kevin Garnett, our Speedy Oil Change of the game. Out defending Lewis. That score I just mentioned, 17-3. And Lewis hits a contested three.
You know, he's a big guy. He's 6'10".
Yeah. Garnett was right in his face.
Yeah. That's only about 2 inches bigger than he is.
Rondo. KG pops out. Goes to Pierce, 7 on the shot clock. Pierce will step back, won't go. Rebound taken down by Nelson. Nelson's a very good little rebounder. Kendrick Perkins going to be called for that foul. Let's take a look at our updated stats. They're brought to you by aceticket.com for the best seats in all of Boston. aceticket.com at 1-800-BUY-SEATS. Celtics shooting 54%. Still only 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. The threes keeping Orlando within shouting distance here. They trail by 8. Inside to Howard. Now Doc Rivers got that call. No argument on a Stan Van Gundy. Delay a game warning. That's the 4th turnover that Howard has committed.
Well, these officials right now are at the stage of this ball game, they're listening to coaches instead of officiating the game. That's how bad they've been tonight.
Pierce sends it back to Rondo. 4 on the shot clock. Perk deep. Rondo tips it, keeps it alive, and the Celtics get a fresh clock. Pierce.
Oh, that's bogus. Another bogus call.
Offensive foul on the Celtics.
Offensive foul is called on Kevin Garnett. Where is
That
the
is his third personal
I want to tell you, I mean, the guy, Lewis could not get over the top, and the man was, Garnett was spread, and he fell down, and the guy bit for it.
Third foul on Garnett. Nelson kicks it, and the open shot is missed by Lewis. Boy, he had all day for that one. As opposed to the contested three he just took with Garnett on.
That's the sequel.
Maybe. Maybe. Ray Allen kicks it to the corner. Rondo back to Ray. Ray with time. That's going to be a pushing foul on Turkoglu.
That'll be 4 on Turkoglu.
Orlando fouls on number 15, Bingo Turkoglu, his fourth personal, second team foul.
He's going to get Evans back in the game, but he is going to make it. Wasn't sure he was going to get to the table in time. Turkoglu sits down. Turkoglu leading scorer for the Magic in this game, sitting down with his 4th. He's got 13. Rondo. Rajon would like to play the Magic every night. He's a nifty 5 of 6 here tonight. Was 7 of 8 the last time they played. Howard looking for someone, finds Bogans. Bogans back inside to Howard in a crowd. And Garnett is in there to take it away. The 8th rebound for Garnett. Howard just 3 of 8 from the floor. Boston looking for their largest lead of the night if they can convert on this trip. 7:15 left to go in the third. Pierce still having a bumpy shooting night. Pierce is 4 of 11. Lewis for 2.
Well,
Lewis in double figures now with 11.
Perk got knocked off the rebound and out of bounds, and then didn't get the call, so he got a little miffed.
Ray Allen can't hit the catch and shoot. Here comes Nelson. Loops it ahead to Bogans, and Bogans does a nice job getting there, but he steps out of bounds. He does have some great facial expressions, doesn't he?
That's a raw, not a small, right?
Yeah, exactly. Rondo needs a little help in the backcourt. Ray Allen provides it. Pierce behind the back, kicks it. Rondo feeling it. Got it!
Well, they're paying the price, not defending Rondo.
First 2 3-point field goals of the season for Rajon. He's got 15. He leads all scorers right now. He's also got 5 assists. Garnett, the block. 24-second violation.
Great defense by Garnett. They just stayed on the ground, and Lewis, that's a walk. That's a walk. And he blocks the shot. Beautifully done by Garnett.
Boston by 11 in the ball. Working on Lewis, double team from Evans. Kicks it to Pierce. Buries a three. And Van Gundy wants another timeout. The Celtics own the third quarter.
Well, in it goes to the big guy. He gets surrounded. It's out to the straight in man, Paul Pierce, who makes them pay with the three. So Garnett is a terrific passer out of double teams, and teams really have to elect how they're going to play him, whether they're going to play him double team or one-on-one, and both of them cause problems for the defense.
Are you tired of the cold New England winter? Then log on to ComcastSportsNet.com, become a sports nut, and enter for your chance to win a trip for two to Fort Myers Beach in February as Dick's Sporting Goods takes us on the road. Enjoy the beach, watch live tapings of Mohegan Sun Sports Tonight, and rub elbows with the players all week long. Visit ComcastSportsNet.com for details. The on-the-road sweepstakes, because every baseball season starts at Dick's. 25-8 is the run over the last 8 minutes and 30 seconds. And the Celtics have opened up a 14-point lead. Nelson misses again. Garnett with the rebound, his ninth. And Boston comes right back with their 14th turnover.
That's good defensive stand, too. They came up with the missed shot. Right now, Nelson, who is so hot down in Orlando.
Burke picks up his fourth personal foul.
Celtics foul was on number 43, Kendrick Perkins. His fourth personal, second
Well,
team
there
foul.
it goes. And on the swing, Perk is leaning on one side. And that was straight down the pipe. And Perk was looking for a little help from Pierce.
And so Howard will be at the free throw line. Gets the roll on the first. Tonight's Celtic game brought to you by Legal Seafoods. Remember, if it isn't fresh, it isn't legal. Only 4 players in NBA history have finished the season with 20 points a game, better than 10 rebounds, and shot better than 60%. That's the pace that Dwight Howard's on right now. He could join Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, and Charles Barkley as the only players ever to do that. Celtics by 13. Rondo. Pierce. Ball bounces right to Garnett. Wow.
And Evans shook his head in total despair.
16-point Boston lead. Arroyo off the bench, trying to get something happening, has been slowed by a foot injury. One on the shot clock. Just got it off. Rebound Pierce. Wow. Celtics are just chewing him up right now. Rondo, the crossover. Kicks it. Allen. Got it.
What a play by Rondo.
That's the 4th three-point field goal of the third quarter for the Celtics. Christmas is coming early. Back in a 19-point game, 3:51 to go here in the third. Hey, get behind the green on Celtics Now. Donnie Marshall and Laura Benke get Celtics fans closer to the action than ever before with exclusive interviews, fan emails, plays of the week, and a whole lot more. Celtics Now, Tuesday at 7:30 only on Comcast Sportsnet.
Well, take a look at some of this great action here in the third quarter. The shot clock was winding down, and Pierce just waited for the man to go down and then launched that outside shot for the three. And there's Rondo against this totally unformed defense, finding the open man, Ray Allen, in the corner. So people getting the job done big time.
31-9 run for Boston. And the Celtics are 5 of 7 shooting threes over that stretch, 12 of 18 overall. Orlando's 3 of 11 with 6 turnovers in the same time period. Largest lead of the night, 19 points. Under 4 to go in the third. Arroyo in the paint, banks it home, and will get to the line.
Watch this play here.
His third personal, third team foul. Arroyo has 1 shot.
Arroyo. Let's hope for more out of this young man. 10 rebounds in the game now for Kevin Garnett. He's got the double-double with 14 points. Ray Allen again.
Great play by Pierce. Worked the defense. Everybody dropped. And there was Ray out above the arc. Nobody in sight.
6 assists for Paul Pierce in the game. Boston's first 20-point lead. Here comes Rondo off the Garnett rebound.
I tell you, the Celtics are hustling the ball up. They're into their attack mode. That's great stuff.
Scott Pollard in the game down there on the baseline. Pierce tries to get it to Scott. And Scott in a tussle under the basket.
Pierce makes a nice play here, but the man was not ready. He was looking for the rebound, and that's what his job is, Pollard. Pierce is in a passing mode.
Back-to-back hoops here. Evans hits a 3 from the corner to make it a 17-point game. It's the 15th game this year the Celtics have had a 20-point lead in. Kevin Garnett is going to get himself to the free throw line.
Orlando fouls on number 12. Dwight Howard.
Howard picks it up.
That's his first of the game. Watch this. Into the middle he goes. And there's the hack.
You can believe that because he hasn't done much.
Well, they're doubling him. They're dropping down and they're forcing him to dribble out instead of to the middle. And that is going to be a different look. And teams are going to be playing him that way. Pollard. Not Pollard. Howard.
Pollard would be flattered.
Yeah. And Howard's going to have a tough go. Reading doubles. When do I make my move? Pretty simple when there's only one guy out there defending you.
Evans, nice backdoor cut, and Lewis found him. So once again, holding a team below 40% through 3 quarters here. Ray Allen gets stripped by Lewis, and then Lewis throws it away. Garnett has to shoot it. Rebound taken down by Arroyo. Nobody had control of that ball, so the shot clock never reset. Garnett out tagging Lewis. Lewis gets it back, takes it, and Pollard fouls him shooting the 3.
Well, Celtics had only one 3-point shot made in the first half. In this quarter, they have had 5, and they're coming from all unexpected places. Rondo, and that just ran him down. So this is a big move here in this third quarter. But they got to keep their foot on the gas pedal here.
Kevin Garnett has gone to the bench. You can see the three-point shooting. Lewis knocks that one down. Tonight's Kia card is presented by Kia Motors. Kia, the power to surprise. And our Kia card tonight is indeed Rashard Lewis. Holds the Sonic record for three-pointers. Played for the 2001 Goodwill Games. Don't know about that middle name. I have not seen that one before. Coban. Sounds nice. Yep. Quovon. Coban. 14 points now. The Celtic lead, which just a moment ago was 20, has been trimmed. Approaching the final minute here of the third quarter. Rondo trying to get through a crowd. Goes back and gets it. Rondo gets bumped. Howard, I believe, is going to pick up that foul.
That's the type of thing that Rondo, as the season progresses, he's going to get big people in foul trouble if he just keeps his head. Look at this. And as soon as the big guy moves out there, Rondo makes sure of the contact and then waits for the whistle, and when the whistle happens, he takes the shot. So you can see this player just growing by leaps and bounds right in front of your eyes.
Up with the old career percentage right there, which is performance tonight. A couple of threes. He's having a big night. 17 points and 6 assists for Rajon Rondo through 3 quarters. Arroyo gets into the paint, throws it up to Howard, and Howard throws it down. Doc is not happy at all with the defense, although that is the first dunk of the game for Howard.
Yeah, but they definitely, you heard them, do not want anybody to get. Come on, you got to put Pierce on a free throw line after that.
Lean, no.
Oh, get out of here. Oh, wow. Pierce got mugged at the other end. No whistle.
Dooling will be at the line for 2.
I'm kidding. My blood pressure is rising. My blood pressure is rising right before Christmas.
30 seconds into the game, you said, I don't like the way things are going tonight. Hey, Sports Nuts, you want to be like Tommy? Fans can now log on to ComcastSportsNet.com and make your choice for who deserves the Tommy Award. Those who make the same choice as Tommy will receive 5,000 points. Sports Nuts on ComcastSportsNet.com. Get points, you can get stuff. Winding down this third quarter here. Rondo will get to the free throw line and try to extend Boston's 12-point lead.
Well, they wanted to get 2 for 1, and that was the perfect way to do it.
So Rondo back at the line for his 5th and 6th free throw attempts of the night. And he gets a nice bounce there. Here's tonight's legal seafood trivia question. Remember, if it isn't fresh, it isn't legal. Who were the first 2 brothers to coach against each other in an NBA game? It's our legal seafood trivia question tonight, and we'll have an answer for you coming in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. Stay Orlando ball. 19 seconds on the shot clock. About a 3-second difference between the shot and the game clock. Arroyo thought about it, now pulls it back out. Howard comes out, sets a screen. Lewis in the lane, lays it down. Tougher shot for Evans down there. 3-second call, I believe. And so the Celtics going to get Eddie House in the game with 8.9 on the clock. Orlando kind of butchered that possession. Glenn Davis quickly comes back out.
Well, I want to see what they do with this possession here. Rondo's going to make the play.
Eddie House. Boston gets a pretty good look and leads by 14 at the end of 3. So the Celtics used the three-point field goal in that third quarter, much to their advantage. They ran the floor. They took command of this game. We'll see what they can do to open up the fourth. 3 down, 1 to go here at the TD Bank North Garden. 78-64 Boston on Comcast Sportsnet. Welcome back to the fourth quarter here at the TD Bank North Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. An unseasonably mild winter evening as we approach Christmas. And the Celtics in their final game of the 2007 portion of this season here at the TD Bank North Garden have a 14-point lead as we start the fourth quarter. I'm Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn, Greg Dickerson also in the house. Donnie Marshall's also hanging around here somewhere as he was doing the pregame and postgame show, and he will be joining us on the road when we head out next week. Let's take a look at the stats. 2-3 brought to you by Ace Ticket. For the best seats to any Boston event, call aceticket.com at 1-800-MY-SEATS. 41% shooting for Orlando 2-3. Celtics a 12-3 edge in fast break points. They're going to start the fourth quarter with Posey, Pierce, Tony Allen, Glenn Davis, and Eddie House. It's Carlos Arroyo, Keon Dooling, Dwight Howard, Hedo Turkoglu, and Maurice Evans.
Well,
and lead is 12.
With this group in here now, I think the Celtics lose the attack. Eddie House is, whoever's handling the ball's got to get it up there, motor it up there.
Pierce, triple team. Big baby stuffed by Howard, and it's pulled down by Dooling. Arroyo tees it up. Tony Allen with a miss. And a foul is called on Dwight Howard, who got tangled up with James Posey on the other end.
Dwight Howard, that's his third personal, first team foul.
Third personal on Howard. They have all come here in the second half. Kevin Garnett, as you can see, coming back into the game from Boston. And Paul Pierce will get a break. Pierce has played the most minutes of any Celtic tonight, 34. He's 6 of 15 from the field. 18 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists. Garnett. For 2. Garnett is 8 of 10 from the floor. Tony Allen defending Dooling. 10 seconds for Orlando to get a shot off here.
Watch Tony Allen defending Dooling. Right from behind, blocks the shot.
Be a foul on Glenn Davis.
Glenn Davis just smiles. That's what they want me to do. I'll do it.
14 back on the shot clock, 10:33 to go in the game. Foul is going to be on Davis from behind.
But there's one thing that they got to do if they're going to allow a guy not to fight for position down there. Is they got to call 3 seconds. Otherwise, the man is going to try and root him out of there.
Arroyo, nicely done to the basket.
Carlos Arroyo.
The Magic keep hanging around in this game. It's 12. Boston had it up to 20. Looked like they were headed for 30. Instead, it's come back the other way. Kendrick Perkins will be back in a moment. Garnett. Little skip pass. Eddie House comes up shooting. Got it. 14 again. Magic can't afford to match hoops, and this has been the problem with this Magic team. They just don't defend. Dueling. Turkaloo into Howard, and Posey right away with the hand up.
That was a good foul that time by Posey.
Perkins in. Let's take a look at tonight's official league leaders. They're brought to you by TD Bank North, the official bank of the Boston Celtics. Double doubles this year. We'll see Carlos Boozer next weekend in Utah. Dwight Howard, #1 with 24. Chris Kaman, one of the real surprise players in the league this year, playing like an all-star center for the Clippers, also with 22. Howard gets a very kind bounce there, and those are our TD Bank North official league leaders of the night. We talked about dunks, and that was the first dunk by Howard that came just a few moments ago. He has 118 dunks this year. Now, to give you some perspective on that, the youngster Andrew Bynum for the Lakers is in second place with 62. So Howard nearly twice as many dunks as the next nearest player. Defending KG right now, and Garnett across the lane. Got fouled. That is getting a little afraid out there at the moment.
Garnett's a little miffed because, watch this. And he's right at Howard because Howard's did a little extracurricular movement there.
Doc was up immediately off the bench, yelling to his team, get Kevin out of there. Doc Rivers telling Kendrick Perkins, tell everybody to stop talking and let's play.
Good idea.
All right, Kevin Garnett will get 2, and in between free throws, that gives us some time to answer our Legal Seafoods trivia question of the night. The first brothers to coach against each other in the NBA. I bet you thought it was going to be the Van Gundys. It's not. It's Larry Brown when he coached in Denver, and Herb Brown was coaching in Detroit back in 1976. Of course, Stan Van Gundy and Jeff Van Gundy have coached against each other many times. But the first were the Browns. 83-69, 19-11 the numbers right now for Kevin Garnett. There's still 9 minutes to go in the game. Foul on Eddie House.
Celtics foul was on number 50, Eddie House. His first personal, 4th team foul.
Arroyo over the top to Howard, and there's another dunk.
Well, nobody protected Perk from behind. That's what they were worried about, was the don't let him get behind you.
Garnett over Turkaloo. Oh, nicely done. 9 of 11 shooting for Garnett, 21 points. Arroyo again without any problem getting to the rim. Rajon Rondo is going to be coming back in this game here in a moment. Down low, and the foul is going to be called, I believe, on technical foul is called on Kendrick Perkins after the foul. And this is what Doc has been trying to get people to get control of out there. He's talking to Kevin Garnett about it right now. And we're going to get ourselves a timeout. 8 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Kevin Garnett is leading the way for Boston. 21 points and 11 rebounds, 3 assists, couple of blocks. He's doing it all, and the Celtics lead by 12. We'll be back. We're back in a 12-point game. 8:14 left to go here in the fourth quarter. And Celtic fans, now's your chance to reserve a luxury suite for a Celtic home game this year. Whether you're entertaining clients or employees or just a fun night out with friends and family, private suites are the perfect place for your group. Enjoy great views of the court, wait staff service, catering options, and much, much more. To reserve a suite for a game this season, please call the Celtics at 866-GO Celtics.
Let's see what happened on this play as it goes inside the Perk immediately. And there is the foul. And they say he shucked the man, and they called the technical on Perkins. Give me a break.
Let's check in with Greg.
Mike, Doc telling us, guys, you don't need to do all this talking. Let them do all the talking. Best way for you guys to show them up is by playing even harder. Look at the scoreboard. He also added, don't forget, this is a very good three-point shooting team. Right now's the time. They've climbed back into this thing. Let's put them away now.
Good advice. 85-74, 11 is the lead.
Anytime there's the number of technicals in the game, the officiating has gone awry. That's all I can say. They haven't control of the game, and they haven't won the respect of the players for the way they're calling the game. The players, when they recognize that the game is being called both ways, they shut their mouth.
All right, let's see if the Magic can get this to single digits. Turkoglu, chased by Posey. Arroyo gets the screen, sends it back out. Turkoglu goes inside, and that's a loud finish by Howard now, who has 3 dunks in about the last 5 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, well. Yeah, this is what I don't like right now. 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Allen back to Perkins. Perk across the lane. Short on the hook shot. Got a good look at it. Arroyo the other way now in a 9-point game. To Turkoglu. Turkoglu gets to the basket and travels with it. Paul Pierce is back in the Boston lineup, and James Posey will sit down.
Well, here's the travel. Watch this.
Took 3 steps. Celtics find Garnett, and he travels. No argument on to Kevin Garnett.
Well, he's not arguing because of what Doc said to him.
We'll go under 7 minutes on the clock this possession. Arroyo. Perk is gone. Perk now with his 10th rebound of the game. Pierce.
Well, that's Pierce got the right idea. He hustled up there, and Rondo got him to him finally.
Garnett and Howard are all over each other.
Yeah, they're hand fighting each other.
Ray Allen knocks down a 3.
Remember Perkins trying to guard Howard? Couldn't get away with any of that stuff. Howard is manhandling Garnett.
We got a timeout, 6:29 to go. Stay with us, 88-76.
Today, your identity is at greater risk than ever before. And it's much more than just your credit information. Early detection is your best protection, and Identity Truth is the earliest. Check out identitytruth.com today with a truly free 90-day trial offer. No credit card required. Just visit identitytruth.com today.
88-76, it's a 12-point lead for the Celtics with 6:29 to go here in the fourth quarter. We thank you for joining us on this weekend before Christmas. This is a very special time of year for all of us and for all of the players on the Celtics, and a special time of the year for Kevin Garnett, who grew up in a household where Christmas wasn't celebrated.
I leave my Christmas tree up to about April. not just for the pond smell, but just for significance. The tree represents, for me, giving. It doesn't take one day to say to somebody that you love them or that you appreciate them and give a present. And if it was up to me, I would keep it up year round. I don't open my presents right away. I try to hold them and embrace them as long as I can. My family members sort of, give me a swift kick up the rear sometimes because I haven't opened them or whatever. But I look at Christmas a little different than probably most people.
I've heard tell that sometimes Kevin will hide presents actually and not find them until May or June. Celtics back the other way.
That's what you want to do. Test the offense. They got back. Pierce went to the hoop, then pulled it back out.
Four in the shot clock. Pierce going to have to shoot this. Got it.
Big shot.
20 points in the game now for Pierce. Took a lot of shots to get there, but he's there. Howard can't follow it. Foul underneath on Ray Allen.
Well, the clock was winding down, and there is the hand check underneath, and there's the jabbing by Howard. And Pierce picks up Lewis again and forces him to the baseline. Just a necessary hoop. But they're running the pick and rolls, and then Howard's rolling to the hoop, and they're lobbing over the top, and that time Ray Allen was alert on the weak side of the floor, and he committed the foul to save the slam.
Free throw numbers for tonight. Howard 5 for 14 at the line.
What was that?
Well, that's on Howard.
That's about time. They've been, every single time they've come up, this guy has been manhandling Garnett. And that's what they're trying to do. Remember this man talking about being physical and when it's too soft? That's what that was all about. I'm going to be tough. I'm going to wrap people around, and that's the response of that player to the coach.
Foul on Lewis. 5:23 to go in the game.
Foul is on number 9, Rashard Lewis. His 4th personal. Orlando is over the limit.
Magic are over the limit.
Paul Pierce at the line, shoot 2.
You know how far we have come? You know
What?
how far we have come?
Tell me, how far have we come?
We've come so far that now when teams get within like 9 or 10 of us, you get really nervous. You get really tight.
You think so?
I think so. I think so.
What can I tell you? Old age. I'm having a senior moment.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's just that the bar is so high now. If anybody gets within like 9 or 10, it's like, wait a minute, you're not supposed to be here. Tonight's Celtic game brought to you by Southwest Airlines. It is the official airline of the NBA and your Boston Celtics. The lead is back up to 15. We can exhale a little. A little.
A couple of stops.
Rondo, a foul.
Foul is on number 9, Rajon Rondo. His 4th personal. Celtics are over the limit.
Celtics likewise are over the limit, so Arroyo will go to the free throw line.
Now, Rondo, the last trip up the floor, Arroyo went in and stuck his arm in. This.
Makes the second.
One way or the other. Celtics are doing a great job here, and they're not getting the breaks, I tell you.
Pierce gets a screen from Garnett, comes up shooting. Rebound control by Howard, gives it off to Arroyo.
That was a great shot. That's what he should have done.
Turkoglu. And that'll be a goaltend. And the lead is down to 11 again. Garnett wanted the ball there on Turkoglu. They come the other way. Ray Allen gets the screen. Kicks it to Rondo. He's going to take it. John Rondo.
Yeah, he's shooting with such confidence right now.
7 of 8 again against this team. 21 for Rondo, 21 for Garnett, 22 for Pierce. Howard's starting to pile up the dunks now. (94-83).
Well, the Celtics are taking them off the three-point line, but they're not keeping the player in front of them.
Ray Allen. Taken down by Turkoglu. Still plenty of time, just under 4 minutes to go in this game. Turkoglu got all the way to the basket. Batted around, and Rondo comes away with it. Celtics go to Garnett. KG, couple of spins. Misses the fall-away, taken down by Bogans. Turkoglu, and he will get to the line. Paul Pierce picks that up. It'll be the third personal on Pierce.
Take a look at what happened on this play as Ray gets picked up, and there's the kick out to Rondo, and that's straying too far away from him, but he took the shot anyway. Right now, the Celtics, I think they should turn the game over to this kid. Let him go penetrate and find the open guy. They're going, and the Celtics are settling for the outside shot. They're not getting it, driving it to the hoop. This is the stage of the game. You want to take it to the hoop, just like the Magic have been doing.
(94-85). Boston by 9. And the ball. 3:15 to go. Rondo wanted to go to Pierce. Comes the other way. Ray Allen buries the three. And for the first time since the 1999 season, the Celtics have 4 players with 20 or more points in the game. Rondo, one of them, along with Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce. Rajon feeling strong tonight. He is 7 of 8 from the floor. He's got 21 points, 6 assists, 2 rebounds, a couple of steals. Boston up a dozen.
Celtics basketball on Comcast Sports Network, brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines, by your New England Ford dealers, by TD Bank North, by Supercuts, by Speedy Oil Change and Tune-Up, and by Foxwoods Resort Casino.
We are back here in Boston, 97-85. Celtics up 12 with 2:51 to go, and Christmas night the Celtics will be jumping on an airplane, and we will be headed west as we're headed for the state capital of California. Wednesday against the Kings, 10 o'clock is the start back here in the East, and Thursday the Sonics. That is a nationally televised game. Saturday we'll take on the Utah Jazz at 9, and then a tough back-to-back Sunday, 9:30 against the Lakers. Celtics getting their first long taste of West Coast teams and the first trip out west.
Well, it's kind of an important trip. You know, you come out of the West Coast, 500, that's a terrific trip.
Comes into Arroyo. Arroyo looked at Turkoglu like, where are you going? Turkoglu trying to make something out of nothing. And Howard is fouled in the rebounding action.
I tell you what Perk has got to do. Perk is trying to block out and then go for the rebound all at the same time. Just block the man out.
So Howard will be back at the line for 2, probably the last place in the world he wants to be. The New England Ford dealer Celtics postgame live is coming up. Tommy, Greg, Johnny, and I will be at the Garden Ducks press conference. Player interviews, the Tommy Award. And a reminder to our HD viewers, catch all of the postgame coverage on the Standard Definition Comcast Sportsnet channel. Go to Standard Definition for tonight's postgame show. And 14 in a couple of blocks. Garnett comes down with his 12th rebound. Second time this year that Howard has missed 10 or more free throw attempts. Inside to Garnett. Follow up. Rondo. Oh, nice try with the follow. Turkoglu back in a hurry. Arroyo took a while. Perkins comes away with it. And the Celtics will take it under 2 minutes here, leading by a dozen.
Well, if I'm the coach of Magic that time, I'm really upset with Arroyo. That was too quick a shot.
Perkins with 12 rebounds tonight. Celtics at +4 in rebounding. Pierce buries a little fall away. And this one is history.
Not yet.
Oh, yes, it is.
Not yet.
Yes,
Three-point shooting teams. Not yet. Don't tuck it away. Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, Perk forgot about the guy. It's just that he slipped a pick. He never even set a pick.
Rondo kicks it. Garnett gives it up. Ray Allen, good look. And the Turkoglu. Turkoglu goes right to the bucket for 2. Rondo will get it across, and the Celtics will take it under a minute on this possession, leading by 10. Rondo gets by Arroyo. Takes the jumper. Knocks it down.
They're not paying attention to him. He can get any shot he wants.
Rondo tying his career high with 23 points. Orlando taking a timeout here with 51 seconds to go. And they're down by 12.
Well, Arroyo's all over him, and there goes Rondo on the turn. You load him behind the pick there, and by the time Arroyo catches up, it's too late. So, big night for this little guy, and almost got an offensive tip in, too. So, he's got 21 points, 7 for 8 from the field.
If you add Rondo to the
field,
add Rondo to the Pierce, Garnett, Allen trio, and those 4 have combined for 90 points here tonight.
Yeah, it was 8 for 10 from the field, 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, 5 for 6 for the line, 6 assists, and 4 steals. Big stuff.
Don't forget to join us on the 26th. We will be in Sacramento as the Celtics begin their West Coast trip. Always fun to see Paul Pierce and Ron Artest go at each other. Arco Arena, a very difficult place to play as a visitor. Kevin Garnett and company in there for the first time as the Celtics, as we take on the Sacramento Kings. Pregame at 9:30. And Wednesday night, 10 o'clock, live back here in the East. .101.89, 51 seconds to go. The Celtics that far away from their 22nd victory of the year. Kevin Garnett orchestrating the crowd. He's got the second balcony behind him. You get the second balcony behind you, you can win anywhere.
Any place at all. Now, this team is very, very focused going out on the West Coast. Maybe the real good things will happen out there, too.
It is just incredibly loud in here right now. Very cool. able to quiet the crowd a bit. Ray Allen's like, go ahead, follow me if you want. They do not. Ray gets it to Garnett. He gets it over to Rondo. You ready to put this one away yet?
Yes.
Good. Put it away now. Garnett. Nicely done. An exclamation point to Kendrick Perkins. Celtics come away with it. That's going to do it. Boston. The best start since the 90-91 season. They are now 22-3. Last year, they were 24-58. It's an incredible turnaround, and it's led by that guy right there. Make no mistake about that. And Doc Rivers and company head into a very pleasant Christmas holiday. And let's take a look at tonight's steal of the game, brought to you by IdentityTruth.com. Early detection is your best protection against identity theft. IdentityTruth.com. And there it is, Rajon Rondo with the hand in, and then Pierce at the other end, hustling and getting paid off by Rondo. Just takes it right to the basket. That's our Identity Truth steal of the game, brought to you by IdentityTruth.com. Let's take a look at tonight's supercut of the game. It's brought to you by Supercuts every time. First play of the second half, the Celtics coming down, and bingo, Kevin Garnett right out in front. That set the tempo and set the tone for the third quarter as the Celtics again come back in the second half and just put a game away. And that's tonight's supercut of the game, brought to you by Supercuts every time. Stay tuned for the New England Ford Dealers post-game live. We'll have all the post-game reaction highlights and, of course, the Tommy Award. Final score here tonight, the Celtics win it by a dozen over the Magic. Payback is sweet, 103-91, and for the first time since the 1999 season, the Celtics scored 4 players in double figures. 24 for Pierce, 21 for Garnett, 22 for Ray Allen, and Rajon Rondo ties the career high with 23. Next time I talk to you will be from Sacramento. Merry Christmas, everybody.